All crypto maps suck. Yes, all of them. And let me show you why. Let's go. The first thing we're gonna do is go get some lunch. So I fired up the map.bitcoin.com. We're gonna go to a place here that looks very good called Suffiso Restaurant Bangkok, Italian. I could use some Italian. And they accept Bitcoin Cash. Can't wait to get some food spending Bitcoin Cash today. That's it, and there's nothing there. It's gone. What the hell? Let me look at Google Maps. Permanently closed. Great. So I walked all this way to get food with crypto, and the place is closed. Okay, well, fine. Let me try a different website. This is coinmaps.org 2.0, so this one must be good. After all, it's 2.0, so let's see if these guys can nail it. I'm going to a place called Bad Burger. It's a hamburger place that's located by a souk. Apparently, they take crypto, although coinmaps.org 2.0 doesn't tell you what crypto they take. They're just listed on the map as accepting crypto. Would be kind of good to know that. Well, I'm at Bad Burger. All the signage is gone. Everything's taken down. It is dead. I have no idea how long it's been dead, but Coinmaps has now failed me. You know, I go to all these different maps and I struggle. I can't find anywhere that accepts crypto, even though all of them say that they're active and they're still taking crypto. I don't know. There's supposed to be dash places here in Bangkok. Well, let me check maps.bitcoin.com. Never mind. I just realized that maps.bitcoin.com doesn't list out dash. It has Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum. I just can't win. There is no map that functions the way a map should. Some of them are pretty good, like maps.bitcoin.com, but they rely on you emailing the company for them to update the map. There's no way for users to label any places as being active or not active. Other maps are just completely inactive, and there's no way to even contact them to tell them some places don't accept crypto anymore. Then there's some maps that are decent, but don't have all the different cryptos. They only have Bitcoin Cash. They only have Dash. They only have the cryptos that are accepted at very specific terminals, or they only have Bitcoin. And even that's ridiculous because most people who have Bitcoin are not actually spending it. There just isn't a map that solves all of these problems. Being able to find any crypto you want, being able to report places as being active or inactive, and dealing with malicious listings. For example, when I was in St. Kitts, we had people that were listing fake locations on the map. They were trying to mess with people like me who were doing onboarding down there. So there isn't a good solution to this problem. Cozy, one of my favorite places in Bangkok. They're no longer accepting cryptocurrency. Of course, they happen to be listed on all the maps. And when I show up, there's no way for me to know beforehand that they do or don't accept. I just have to hope and guess and pray. And when I went in and talked with Mun, the owner, she said, yeah, you know, we have customers that show up every once in a while that ask to pay. Well, apparently she hasn't been accepting cryptocurrency in a very long time, and yet the map still says that they accept crypto. It's so annoying.
Hi.
Mook, is there anywhere here that takes Bitcoin Cash in Bangkok anymore that you know, any business?
Yeah,
Really? Which one?
Mook business. Bitcoin can accept here.
Okay, to be fair, this video isn't exactly fair. As you guys might have heard, Bangkok has outlawed using cryptocurrency as payment. So you can still have crypto and use it. You can't just give it to people as money. So a lot of businesses here don't take it. Plus, obviously the bear market has been really bad. So Cozy, one of my favorite places for massages and things here in Bangkok, which you could still come, you just can't pay with crypto anymore. And that's very common. Most of the crypto places that I know of don't accept it anymore. In fact, I'll be doing a separate video on trying to find any last remaining places that accept crypto, although I have to be a little careful with that because I don't know the law and I don't want to get anyone in trouble. Now, with all that said, for this video showing off crypto maps, Bangkok maybe is not the best place. This bear market maybe is not the best time. There's less people that want to use crypto because the hype has died down, with the price dying down as well. But there are still places that accept crypto. You can look at the Caribbean, for example, and it's very difficult with the map infrastructure that we have now to find places that still take it. It's especially true during a bear market. There's nothing more frustrating than opening up a map, seeing all these pins across the city you live in, and systematically going through every single one of them, and none of them are open.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Now look behind me. See that giant building right there? Okay, that is the Carlton. That is where I stayed in Bangkok exactly 1 year ago. In fact, I was staying in exactly the same room that I'm staying in now, back at the same hotel. And it was 1 year ago, back before I did a lot of crypto videos, back before I went to El Salvador, back before I even posted on Twitter, and back before I did my Flipstarter. And it was there that I realized that this was a huge problem. And the reason is because I decided to make this video.
You guys came, what, last week? Oh, okay, that's her naked pictures, but anyway, that's another way to make Bitcoin Cash. You guys gave her 300 baht, I think it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and now it's 314 baht.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
So here is our next location. I'm here with Ahmed. They have great food on that side of the world. So we're gonna see what the meal here is like. What kind of crypto do you take?
Bitcoin. We take Bitcoin.
Bitcoin?
Yes.
You do Bitcoin Cash?
Bitcoin Cash.
Great. What do you recommend? What's your favorite? Now this video is about me going and trying all of the different places in Bangkok that accept Bitcoin Cash. So I went to a bunch of different restaurants. Now the day I was filming it was really annoying. The reason is because when I would go to places that were listed on the map, and by the way, this is when crypto was at its height. This is at the top of the bull market. So all the places should have been accepting. But when I would go to them, 50%, more than 50% did not accept crypto. Either they used to, or they changed ownership, or the place went out of business, or they do accept it, but the people who know how to accept it aren't there. It was all very unreliable. So what I did, I hired a Thai girl to, on my behalf, call every single place in Bangkok that accepts cryptos. Yes, every single one, and fill out a giant spreadsheet with the name of the business and whether they still accept crypto or not. So I had what was accurate. I had an up-to-date list of all the businesses in Bangkok, so that way when I did crypto content, I didn't have to waste my time and money going in taxi cabs and taking the BTS and going to all of these places just to find out that they don't accept crypto anymore. Well, that gave me an idea. Maybe I could solve the problem of crypto maps once and for all. And you know what? 1 year ago, I met with a friend named Daniele, and this is what we talked about. So here is Daniele, and it was exactly, now he doesn't know anything that's going on. I didn't tell him that I'm gonna be shooting a video today. It was 1 year ago that I talked to you about my idea for a crypto-based map. And one of the things you told me was it's gonna be way more complicated than you think.
What was it? An MVP was gonna take longer than a week. That's what I initially said. But yeah, maybe it's possible, but I think you would need a larger, larger team to work on it at the same time to get an MVP working.
And he wasn't joking. So it's been over an entire year, and it took an entire year of development to get a beta version of my solution to this problem done. And in this video, I am so incredibly thrilled to announce and to show you guys what this solution is. It will solve all of the problems that we've, look at this, hold on.
This is a problem we need to solve.
The map that I'm going to show you today is going to solve so many of the issues and frustrations that I've had personally with finding businesses that accept crypto, and you'll be able to use the map to do the same starting today. And to show you exactly what that is, first, let's go to the pool. At the pool. So let me show you exactly how this works. So I'm gonna be doing everything from my phone. You could also do this on desktop. So the first thing we're gonna do is go to the website, which is map.usecash.com. So we'll go to that right now, map.usecash.com. So just like any other crypto map, it'll ask to see our location, and then we'll have a map of where we are and all of the businesses that accept crypto. But unlike other maps, there's some added functionality here that takes away all of the pain and problems that we have with other maps that are good. And this video is not to knock on those other maps. I love maps.bitcoin.com. All these other maps like it have been very helpful and useful for me. But it's time that there's a map that's open source, that has more functionality, that more functionality is added into. And the other maps, the other guys just aren't doing this. So here we go. We can see here, just like any other map, we have a list of all the locations that are accepting crypto, but we'll also see that the icons are in fact color coded. So gray. So let me open this up. We can see this is LBP Golf Academy, it says that's now accepting Bitcoin Cash, but we can see that the last activity was 5 years ago. So I know, looking at this, there's a chance that this place will not accept crypto because, again, the last activity was a long time, but I have a button called call, and I could call and then ask them if they accept it. Let's say that they do. Well, what I can do is hit update. Now you can see it won't let me update it because I need to sign in. So I can create an account on map.usecash. You see right there, you can create an account. Now I already have an account, so I'm gonna log in. Now I don't need to log in to find places that are active. However, if I want to be able to update a place saying that it still is active, I have to be logged in. So let's go ahead and try that. So I'm gonna open up a random one. This is called GT Mail, and I'll go ahead and click update. Because in this case, let's say that I go there and they do still accept Bitcoin Cash. Well, just like you can leave a review on Google Maps or on Yelp, you can leave a review on usecash.com to say that they're still accepting crypto. So I'll click update, but you can see it actually won't let me do it because I'm too far away. So that's the first line of defense with the system, is I actually have to be there to say that it's active. And the other thing is it's based on accounts, so we can identify fraudulent accounts or abusive accounts and ban them, and all of their activity is taken out of the system. Now, that solves one of the biggest problems with crypto maps, which is, again, you want to find a place that's active. Well, now you can find places that other users have recently marked as active, so you know before going there that there's a higher probability that they still accept Bitcoin. If you find a place that hasn't accepted a cryptocurrency in over, a year, it's probably safe to say that it might not be active anymore, and the pin changes color. So you can see the gray pins mean that they're unverified. No one has been there recently. If a place has been updated by another user recently, then it will be a green pin. Now let's say that I open my business, or I find a business that's accepting crypto. Well, on other services like maps.bitcoin.com, I have to go through a lengthy process of emailing a bunch of information to the company, bitcoin.com, and hope that they review it and hope that they add it to the map. But with an account on Usecash, I, as a regular user, can update the map myself. So let's go ahead and do that. And I can add a new merchant. And you can see it's only going to let me add a merchant in a geographical location that I'm near. I can't just put it anywhere. And again, that helps cut down some of the abuse that we saw in places like the Caribbean, where people were adding places when they weren't even there. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of break the rules. I'm gonna add a place that doesn't exist. So I'll say, this hotel, the hotel bar here, I'm gonna upload a picture of the location. Here we go. I'll say this is the location. There we go. I use photo. Now we'll upload that photo to the map. I'll put in the merchant name. I'll say Carlton Hotel, and I'll just fill this out and skip to the next part. Okay, so here's the next part. We're gonna go ahead and assign what cryptos they accept here. I'm gonna say that they accept Bitcoin Cash and other cryptos. So for example, maybe Monero, maybe Stellar Lumens, maybe BCH, whatever, maybe Bitcoin, BTC. So I can select them and hit submit new merchant. So we can see right away, there is the location I just added to the map. The last Bitcoin activity was a few seconds ago because that's when I added it, and the cryptocurrencies that it's accepting, and also the image, which there it is, it's starting to appear as I'm talking. But anyway, there we go. We can see that I, as a user who has an account on this platform, can go ahead and add my own locations to the map. I can update them as being active. So the more people that use this software and use this map, the better the data is, because we can all report and give updates on any places that are actively accepting crypto. You'll also notice that the pin is a different color. In this case, it's yellow. Now, where things get really, really exciting, map.usecash.com also has an integration for checkout.usecash.com. What that lets you do is the merchant can go ahead and accept Bitcoin Cash through the checkout system on our website, and anyone who purchases, it will automatically ping map.usecash.com and show that a transaction just occurred. Now, to show you that, I'm gonna cut to another video that breaks down exactly how that works. Now with map.bitcoin.com, it's very good, but there's a few things that have always frustrated me. Specifically, I never know when I go to a place if they still accept crypto. Right? There's been many times I've gone to places and they don't accept it anymore. This new system is the map, but you'll notice that it has the last time there was an activity. So as a user, I can actually click here to signal that they still accept crypto. I'm not near this place right now, so if I click update, you're gonna see that it tells me that I'm too far away to mark it as active. So not only do I need to be logged in, but I also have to be near the location, which helps cut down abuse. And on the back end, we can see users who are flagging everything as accepting. So that way we can add a new merchant that's anywhere in this range, which is where I happen to physically be. I have to be within this circle to add a location. So again, I can't add a location for a place on the other side of the planet because I'm not physically there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add here for whatever reason, Santander Bank, and I'll delete this later. Okay, so I filled everything out. Then I can even upload a photo of the business so people who go to it know what it looks like on the outside. And I'll say that they accept Bitcoin Cash. You'll notice that there's other cryptos available, so people in other communities can use this system as well. So now I can get notified when it's approved, and I can receive a monthly summary of the activity for this location, which for the business is very useful. And there we go. The new location is here on the map. Now, here's where things get really cool, is because I'm, again, near this, I can click update. It's been updated a few seconds ago that they accept Bitcoin Cash. And we'll have an activity feed here that shows all of the individual users that marked it as active. Again, to cut down abuse, and also tallies of users and the number of places they onboard and also mark as active. We can search for categories of locations, and then the Bitcoin.com wallet is here. Why Bitcoin Cash is here as well, so people can learn about why Bitcoin Cash. Okay, now here's where things get really exciting. So first off, you'll notice that this icon is green as opposed to gray. It's green because there's been a recent activity. In the future, you'll be able to search not just by category filter, but you'll also be able to filter by activity level. Now, here's a question for you. What happens if it's marked as active, but it's just an abusive user? You can see that 2 minutes ago it was marked active. Well, this is a user that marked it active. However, and the user interface will say this soon. It's not in there right now. Right now it says, just Bitcoin activity. Well, we'll also have a last verified Bitcoin activity. So when is it verified? Well, let me show you. This is what's going to blow your mind. The way this works is users can then go to checkout.usecash.com. Check this out. We'll go to settings. We'll put in our PIN code. We're going to do Santander Bank. Okay, so then we can go to reporting ID. I put in the reporter ID now, and we'll check this out. So I'm going to say $1 checkout. I have the scan to pay. I'm going to open my bitcoin.com wallet, scan this QR code, and then, no magic here. I send $1, and then now it says waiting for payment to finalize. It's done. Get a nice little sound effect, but check this out. If we go back to the usecash.map, and we're going to go ahead and refresh it, this location that I just added was updated a few seconds ago. So whenever a merchant uses the usecash checkout, their listing on the map will automatically be updated to show the last verified transaction. Think about how amazing that is. The problem that solves. All of the people in the Caribbean that are using POS.cash, if they use cash checkout instead, will be able to verify and see all the transactions. Now, it's all private. We don't know the amount that's being sent. We don't know any information. Be provided to bitcoin.com, maps.bitcoin.com. So anytime there's a fire, then map.bitcoin.com can show the last Bitcoin activity, verified last Bitcoin activity. POS.cash, John Green, all these guys can implement the code. It was built in a modular way, so it can just be sent to them. They can put it in, and then anytime there is a purchase done through that location, it's automatically updated. So this is all extremely exciting. This is a project that I've been working on for the longest time, and it's finally, at least the beta version of it, I guess you could say, is functional. It works, and going from here, there are incredible things that I have in mind, and this is something that we can implement not just on physical locations using the checkout, but this, since it's open source, can be built into anything. Online sales through Go Crypto or AnyPay, any service, we can basically have visualizations if we reach out to them and have partnerships. So this is all very exciting, and I'm very thrilled to show you. So you can see that maps.usecash.com solves many of the biggest problems that we have with crypto maps. And this is just the beginning. This is something that I've been working on for the last year, along with other people in the Bitcoin Cash community, such as Shomari, who is one of the developers who helped make this amazing platform. And again, this is just the beginning. So the public beta is open right now. You can join and use it. This will be a tool, hopefully, that more people use. Some other things to mention that are really exciting. The API for this is completely open. So map.bitcoin.com, CoinMaps, really anyone can use our information, can use our data to have their own maps show the last time a transaction occurred. The Bitcoin Cash Register app, if they so choose, can implement a very simple line of code that we have with checkout.usecash.com, which will send the same information to our server, so it will update merchants and their locations. The goal with usecash.com is to continue building it out, to implement more features, such as a feature I'm very excited about, which shows in live time the globe, the world, and all the transactions for Bitcoin Cash around the world that are occurring that our system is capturing. The capture, by the way, is completely secure. We're not seeing the amount, the address, none of that. We just see that a transaction has actually occurred. That visualization is a fantastic way to get people to get interested in cryptocurrency, to visually see all of the transactions that occur around the globe, sort of like TechStreet or any of these services that visualize the blockchain. There's other tools I want to continue building with usecash.com as time goes on, such as a more thorough backend and admin administration tools. And one more thing, you have a wallet address on this. And what's really cool about that is at some point in the future, if we get funding or we do crowdfunding, Flipsorter, things of that nature, we can start to reward and incentivize users for using the map and reporting locations as active and giving reward to the most, frequent users, things like that. We have the ability to do all of that. Another thing that I love about the map is it's not specific to Bitcoin Cash, which I think is actually a very big positive. One of the big issues is that every different crypto has their own little tools that only they use, and then none of the tools get big enough to get big mass adoption. Our tool allows people that just want to use Monero to use just Monero and find locations that only accept Monero. Or people who only want to use Dash, they can use usecash.com and therefore only find locations that are accepting Dash. But having people use it now and to give feedback, all of that would be wonderful. So please go ahead and create an account and give it a try, the Use Cash Maps. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. And hello, Mook.
Hi. Awesome. Better than the one that I saw. It's not the best one though.
What? What's the best one?
The best one is the one that I'm going to make soon.
How about right here?
How about right here?
All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. The links are in the description below to go to usecash.com, specifically map.usecash.com, and also checkout.usecash.com. And by the way, you don't need to have a location on the map to use checkout.usecash.com. You can just use it and it just works. It's free. Everything, by the way, with usecash.com, all of the software is completely open source. If you guys are part of other cryptos like Monero or Dash or whatever, and you want integration into usecash.com, please contact me. I'm happy to make this as cross-platform as possible. That's it for now. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys soon.